Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of my beautiful wife and I, thank you all for joining us to celebrate our special day. Whether you have come from just down the road, Hampshire, Scotland, or anywhere in between, it truly means a lot to us both that you can be here to celebrate our marriage. Thank you to Stephen and Catherine for raising Rach to be such an incredible person, and I am so lucky to be able to call her my wife. I would also like to thank you both for making me feel a part of your families. I also want to thank my mum and dad, Jonathan and Jennifer, for everything you've done for me over the years and for welcoming Rach into our family like she was one of our own. Robbie, thank you for being my best man. Since the day I met you at Scouts 18 years ago, there's never been a dull moment. From riding motorbikes and nights out to an unforgettable day, you somehow managed to flip your Ford K onto its roof and nearly taken us both with it. Also, thank you for organising a cracking stag weekend up in Edinburgh. Turns out I still can't hack a night out on the beers, but on the plus side, I did manage to make it back from this stag do without breaking any bones.
Just like to welcome you all here to this very special day. To a beautiful bride, fantastic daughter, sister, and friend of many.
If you don't know me, my name's Robbie, and Dan has entrusted me today with his best man duties. So my first memory of Dan is when my year used to steal his year's football in a show of power, which led to many spats amongst us. However, my perception of Dan changed one afternoon when I was meandering through the school corridor and caught from the corner of my eye a board reading Pupils' Hobbies. I took a closer look, and one thing really did catch my eye. Somebody riding a small motocross bike with the name underneath, Daniel Lappin. Now, we'll be honest, my first thought was that there must be two Daniel Lappins in this school. However, there was not. I challenged him in the playground on this, and it turned out to be true. And from then on, I wouldn't steal his football.
If I speak in the tongues of mortals and of angels, but do not have love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. And if I have prophetic powers and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have faith so as to remove mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give away all my possessions, and if I have to hand over my body so that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, love is not envious, or boastful, or arrogant, or rude. It does not insist on its own way, it is not irritable or resentful, it does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never ends. And now faith, hope, and love abide. These three, and the greatest of these is love.
In the presence of God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, we've come together to witness the marriage of Daniel Richard Lappin and Rachel Elizabeth Robinson. They will each give their consent to the other and make solemn vows. And in token of this, they will each give and receive a ring.
Wherever we go, whatever we do, whenever there's me, I hope that there's you. Now, money is funny, it can make people odd. You forget to be happy and you live for your job. And fashion is a passion beset with the flaw. You can dress to excess, but you'll always need more. And a muscle-toned body may sound like a dream, but no body is better than chocolate ice cream. What I'm trying to say is that happiness grows, not through your wages or body or clothes, but in laughter and love and in sharing your life in the arms of another as husband and wife.
Dan, Will you take Rachel to be your wife? Will you comfort her, love her, honour and protect her, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Rachel, will you take Dan to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honour and protect him, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Will you, the families and friends of Dan and Rachel, support and uphold them in their marriage now and in the years to come? We will. Who brings this woman to be married to this man?
I do.
Thank you. Thank you.
I, Daniel Richard Lappin,
Take you, Rachel Elizabeth Robinson,
take you, Rachel Elizabeth Robinson,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death us do part,
till death us do part,
according to God's holy law,
according to God's holy law,
in the presence of God.
in the presence of God,
I make this vow.
I make this vow.
Thank you. And then switch over. I, Rachel Elizabeth Robinson,
I, Rachel Elizabeth Robinson,
take you, Daniel Richard Lappin,
take you, Daniel Richard Lappin,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
till death us do part,
till death us do part,
according to God's holy law,
according to God's holy law,
in the presence of God.
in the presence of God.
I make this vow,
I make this vow.
Rachel, I give you this ring
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
With my body I honour
With my body, I honour you.
you. All that I am I give to you,
All that I am, I give to you,
and all that I have
and all that I have,
I share with you,
I share with you,
within the love of God,
within the love of God,
Father, Son and Holy Spirit.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Dan, I give you this ring,
Dan, I give you this ring,
as a sign of our marriage.
as a sign of our marriage.
With my body I honour you.
With my body I honour you.
All that I am I give to you,
All that I am I give to you,
and all that I have
and all that I have
I share with you,
I share with you,
within the love of God,
within the love of God.
Father, Son and Holy Spirit.
Father, Son and Holy Spirit.
In the presence of God and before this congregation, Rachel and Dan have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of rings. Those whom God has joined together, let no one put asunder. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife. Woohoo!
Rach, you are such a patient, kind and caring person, always putting others before yourself. You never fail to amaze me, you're my best friend and now my wife, and I'm so glad to have you by my side in life. The last 6 years and 7 months since I asked you to be my girlfriend have flown by, and I'm looking forward to spending many more happy years with you. I first met Rach through Young Farmers, and our relationship was put into motion by a rumour started by our good friend Sam Hodgson. And that was, I would end up with Rach by the end of the weekend at Blackpool Lay Gym 2019. And here we are today. I'm not quite sure why you thought I could be the one when I was extremely drunk all weekend and at one point dressed in a pink skirt and a Hawaiian shirt. We continued chatting away as friends, but our feelings turned into something more than that. There was an issue standing in the way, and that I wasn't a farmer. But luckily, Catherine managed to persuade her to give me a chance. Rach took a while to introduce me to all her friends and family, to the point I was known as cardboard cutout by Rach's second family, the Riders, because they didn't believe it that she had a new fella. And yes, this nickname does still stick today. We had to navigate the lockdown to COVID, and in 2023 we moved into our first house. Rach did a fantastic job of looking after me when I broke my leg at my brother-in-law's stag do. Being laid up for 10 weeks and having a lot of time to think made me realise Rach was the one that I wanted to marry. So after my sister's wedding in 2023, my grandnan told me, "Will you hurry up and ask Rach to marry you, as she wanted another wedding to go to." So shortly after, I proposed to Rach when we were out walking at Leyburn Shaw. Although it wasn't all that romantic, was it, Rach? As I was about to get down on one knee, I looked up and Rach was rushing ahead down the footpath to get to the pub for lunch. My dad told me some wise words once, and these are the words he had told my mum before they got married. If you marry me, you marry motorbikes. So when I told Rach these words, history was repeating itself, because she wasn't just marrying me, she was marrying late nights in the garage, clothes smelling of oil in the house, and long days in the countryside at events, whatever the weather. And the fact that she still said yes tells me that I've married the right person. So this is my beautiful wife, to love, laughter, and a lifetime of happiness together.
Towards the end of school, I'd started sixth form and Dan was in year 11. By this time I had my driving licence and the world was our oyster. So frequently we'd go out for a blast in my rally spec Ford KA. One of these journeys unfortunately ended with my car upturned on its roof, and Dan and I stood at the side of the road scratching our heads as to what had just happened. I'm giving Dan the blame for the bad pace notes on that day. In recent years, we've both taken up trials biking, something new to us both. And I know Dan entered the trials bike world with grand ambitions. So big, in fact, that he entered the Scott trial last year. I also put an entry in as to not be beaten. I think the best way to describe our results was ambitious, but rubbish. He did get further than me, so I concede defeat there. Dan has been a close friend and a reliable ally in the many years I've known him. He's someone I'm always able to count on. He's famously on time for everything, and he's yet to let me down. It's not often you find a friend with whom you can share so many good memories with, and also have quite differing personalities at the same time, because we are quite different people ourselves, but we do get on well.
A few months ago, I'd been out at work and I came back home to find Dan in my house. He'd actually been helping Finn and Charlie, my sons, repair the bikes. But he was still there. No, I didn't mind that really. But then he said, "Can I just have a word with you outside, Stephen?" "Oh, what's going on here then?" Yeah, so we go outside. "Yes, Dan, yeah, what have I done wrong?" "No, it's not that, Stephen. I want to do this traditional way," he said. "I'd like to propose to Rachel, but I want your blessing." So my heart went a little bit. Of course, I did say yes eventually. And here we are today. It doesn't seem 5 minutes since Rachel was a little baby. Now, Rachel, this is a new chapter that you're beginning with another person going to look after you. And I'm sure he's going to do a fantastic job.
All of these places I've been, they don't feel like forever. But each step I'm taking, it seems like I'm finding myself.
1, 2, 3, 2, 1.
I've searched for gold and I've uncovered all kinds of treasure. But I'd take it all and I'd give it to somebody else. 'Cause none of that means much. A little love would be enough. I'm on my way back home. And I know on the other side of the great unknown, there's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home. Oh, I've walked for miles and I've traded my time for adventure. Yeah, I've seen the world and I know what it's got to give. Yeah, I've had some fun, but I know where I came from. I'm on my way back home. And I know on the other side of the great unknown, there's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place called home. Oh, said I'm on my way back home. There's a place I'm welcome in. There's a place I know I'm called a friend. There's a place that I'm never alone. There's a place called home. A place